So, hello friends, good evening. And first of all, thank you very much for your extraordinary response for the Insta Live video which we have recently uploaded on the YouTube channel. And if you haven't watched it yet and you have coming across to this video, you first go and listen to that video because this video is a continuation of that video. After listening to that video, I have received many comments personally that these clinical tips which we have shared in the video are helping many of them, and now it is making more sense why the ex patient was not got cured with the said remedy, because it was very much similar in manifestation, but the requirement of remedy was something else, which is very similar to the prescribed remedy but has different shades to it. So this is very important topic of differentiating closely similar remedies, especially clinically, because this is the thing which we come across very often on a daily basis, we can say. So after listening to that video, I am getting few of the queries to differentiating remedies as per the clinical understanding. So one of the question which I have got is I will try to post that question somewhere over here. So the question was to differentiate between remedy Kali sulfuricum and pulsatilla, as both are having similar issue, especially in terms of respect. Then how to differentiate both these remedies? So first of all, thank you for asking this question. This was one of the differentiating thing that I have jotted down before sitting for the Insta live, but the conversation went on, and we discussed many other remedies, and so this was missed out. Clinically, if we see these both remedies, especially for their outer layer, come very close to each other. In the initial parts of both the cases, they are like sister concerns to each other. We feel that okay, this is pulsatilla or this is Kali sulf, and then after some time, when we start to cross the level of delusion, that time all the mysteries start getting sorted out, because delusion level is a level where once you start crossing that, you will get the individual features which is your very own and not the general ones. Where you will get confused is the general features. So that is the area basically where we generally find very much similarity between these two remedies, Kali sulf and pulsatilla, because both of them, if you see, both of them has weeping tendency. If you see Kali sulfuricum and if you see pulsatilla patients, they both feel better by weeping. They both feel better by expressing themselves. They both have this issue of ego, respect. They both have this certain kind of tendency where open air ameliorates them, okay, and they both feel very hot, and open air makes them relaxed, fine. But these are just the outer layers. What makes the difference is what kind of respect pulsatilla wants and what kind of respect Kali sulfuricum wants. Now you have to keep in mind these two figures. Pulsatilla's respect is like a childlike need. Oh, she said good morning to me, or he didn't say good morning to me, or her look was very kind, very friendly, very welcoming, and his look was very rude. So these small trifle things, trifle is a very important word over here, because if you see now the family history of pulsatilla, the hierarchy from where it has come, pulsatilla is basically belonging to super class 1 theme. Under that, if we see subclass 1 from plant kingdom point of view, the magnolids, subclass 1. In that there is one order, Ranunculales, and in that family Ranunculaceae. Pulsatilla belongs from that family. So basically the idea is being belonging to super class 1 theme, super subclass 1 theme, and the Magnolidae. These things attribute some aspect to Pulsatilla, and that is trifle things will aggravate them. Their issues in life are very basic, very basic. You say them good morning, hi honey, how are you, I love you, you are so nice, and Pulsatilla will be on the 7th heaven. You don't need to do much. But as against that, when you see remedy like Kali sulfuricum, especially the Kalis, it belongs to super order 4, superclass 4, where the issue is about how to be stable. They want stability in life. They want, a secured life where their basic needs, especially when we see Kali, it belongs to row 4 of the periodic table, where the issue is about house, safety, security, future, children's education. Everything has to be, spick and spine in terms of future management, health management, finances, everything. So for Kali sulfuricum as a salt, if you see, respect is in terms of how much I'm doing for the family. From the Kali aspect, I'm not getting that due respect as a wife or as a guardian of the family. If it's a male breadwinner, I'm not getting that. What is due to this post in the bargain of whatever responsibility I'm taking. So it is adult type of ego that one has to satisfy these patients. So these patients in clinical practice will talk about, in their cases you will see the relatives coming, you will see the family stories, you will see the family functions, and there they are not getting the due respect that they should have gotten. I am his wife, I am standing with him in the thick and thin, in the hard times, in the good times, but this man, in between the relatives, he do not respect me. He says anything in front of everybody, and when he do not respect me, how can they respect me? Respect in terms of I am his wife, मैं उनकी अर्धांगिनी हूँ, मुझे उस हिसाब से मुझे मेरा औदा चाहिए, because I am doing things for him, because I am looking after his children, because I am looking after his house, I am his wife. So it is not the Pulsatilla type of respect where you give a candy, you give a smile, you say a few words of kindness, and Pulsatilla will be happy, because it's a childlike ego that you have to satisfy over there for Pulsatilla type of personalities. But here for Kali type of personalities, especially for the Kali self, again the sulfur element has attached, which has the developed ego and developed identity that it is not only that I am your wife, I have my separate identity, I want my separate identity. If it is Kali carb, women will tell you I am Sharma ji's wife. मुझे अच्छा लगता है जब मुझे कोई शर्मा जी की पत्नी कह के पहचानता है. But when the salt, the anion changes from carbon to sulf, you will n number of time hear this in Kali self patients, especially the women. I don't want to be identified as Sharma ji ki wife. I should have my own identity. I will do something for it, because sulfur gives them that drive, that gist, that you should have your separate identity. People should know you for who you are and not the identity given by someone else, because in Kali self the anion is a stronger one, and in Kali carb the anion, the carb, is also weaker like Kali. So when they both combine, the salt is submissive type. That's why you see Kali carb patients, like I described in the last podcast, they are like mineral version of beast of bird. They will just do and do and do for family, sacrifice for the family, and then creep about it that husband is not listening to me, my children they are not listening to me, quarrel with their bread and butter. But it's like for some time, and but then after that they are the only people who keep on doing things. But in Kali self they will make the life miserable, because it's a sulfur attached to the Kali, which will not keep the Kali sitting quietly like how the carbon does. It will make it restless even more. The basic restlessness of Kali, the anxiousness of Kali, get fueled by sulfur, and it actually ignites Kali self patients to do something of their own, if not in actuality, at least verbally. They will not leave their partners, let their partners live in peace until and unless they get their due respect. So this is very, very important, which anion is getting attached to the cation. So this is the major difference between the respect of sulfur, Kali self and pulsatilla. And this is, you will invariably see in these two patients when you talk to them on a little bit deeper level. If you see only the superficial understanding, only till the emotions, their emotions are very much like mirror image to each other. But as soon as you start getting closer to the delusion by asking the few questions, ma'am, when you say you didn't get the due respect, what do you mean by that? These questions, my friends, what do you mean by that? I didn't get you. I didn't understand. Can you please elaborate on this? Are magical weapons for homeopaths. Like how surgeons do the finest surgery with their instruments in hand, for we, the homeopaths, these questions are our surgical instruments. We do the invisible surgery actually in that conversation, where we go deeper and deeper and deeper and try to understand the clear picture what it is. So whenever you are confused, this or that, ask these questions. And to know more and more about these kind of questions, how to ask them, which questions to ask them, and where exactly to ask them, this also is a big art. And that's what we teach at our Swara Homeo Gurukul Workshop. And guess what? The good news is, we are going to do workshop on case taking, all these nuances of case taking, upcoming September from 22nd to 28th. So if you still not registered, or you don't even know what the Swara Homeo Gurukul Workshop is, please write to us and we will send you personally all the details on the number 7588539531. You can even go to our playlist and watch all the videos related to Swara Homeo Gurukul, how we conduct it, what all we do it over there. The second opportunity for you to learn how to ask these questions, how to frame these questions, is our book, Dr. Shekhar sir's book on case taking, The Art of Connection, Communication and Conversation. The number is same on which you can get all the details. I am also writing the number in the description of this video. So I hope this information will be valuable in your clinical practice, and let me know if you have any other queries. Thank you so much.